welcome back to another cool episode of Naturally Relax. And today you are in for a treat. We're going to meet two amazing barbers out here in the AV, and they're going to share their experiences with some prior clients. It's going to be good, it's going to be bad, it's going to be a little bit ugly. So we'll see you guys there. Woo! So we are here with Hassan and YB. They're both amazing barbers in the AV. And we just wanted to ask them a couple of questions. So y'all, you're in for a treat. How long have you been a barber?
I'll go first since I'm the rookie. I've been a barber for 6 going on 7 years.
So with me, it's been 27 years.
Wow.
Yes.
27 years. Sheesh. Describe your favorite memory of being a barber throughout all these years.
Working with my mother in her shop. She had a shop in Palmdale called G's Place. She was in business for over 15 years. Being at the shop, cleaning up the shop, and I looked over and I seen it was her first tip, and it was like $3. But on the date it was on the date it was 1993, and when I looked up it was 2003.
Wow.
And it blew my mind because I was like, oh my God, my mother's been in business for over 10 years, and that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do, and that's one of my favorite memories, being in the shop.
Wow, that's cool, helping your mom in her own shop and you have your own. That's awesome.
One of my favorite memories is the day that I realized just how much money we can really make. I found that out. I was at a different shop, and I worked one full week. At the end of that full week, I had $1,000 in my hand.
Wow.
And I was like,
You're like, yep.
You can make $1,000 off of cutting hair. That was my first day that I realized, like, yo, we can make money.
Yeah.
My second favorite memory was remembering the first time that I was able to cut my son's hair. I remember cutting his hair before I wanted to be a barber. So there was one day that, I don't know why, but I just decided to cut his hair at home. I had a shower towel around him. I had like the Walmart clippers. Yeah, it was bad. But the day that I actually cut his hair and it was good. Yeah. Like I had a design. He like Naruto. I had a Naruto design on his head. And it just, every time I cut my son's hair, it's another special moment. So
nice.
I'm glad that, I'm able to share that moment with my son. I can cut my son's hair.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. Okay, so our next question is, who was your worst client? What is one of the worst clients you can think of? No names.
I got it. I'll go first. My worst client, I won't say names. My worst
no names.
Client, and you remember this, was when I almost got in a fight with my client.
So, why this question right here, we both was there for this to happen.
Right, that part.
Even for mine. Wow.
Oh, okay, bet. So I'll make this quick. So this particular client, he came in and set up the appointment, text me or whatever. He's like, yo, can I have this appointment this day, this time? I said, sure. I'm looking at my time and I'm like, okay, he's supposed to be here by now. But he didn't come in and say anything. He didn't say hi. He didn't text me, nothing like that. Right. And so I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. So about 45 minutes goes by, and then he comes up and he's like, yo, are you ready for me? I'm like, I didn't even know you was here.
Oh my goodness.
And so I told him, I said, look, come back later in the day, I got you. He comes back later in the day, sits in the chair. Man, he sits in the chair and he turns around, he's like, yo, do we have a problem? And
oh my goodness.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, do we have a problem? He's like, I just feel like we got a problem. I'm like, no, we don't have a problem. I'm like, man, the only problem that I have is, you show up late. But other than that, I'm not tripping. Like, and even when you show up late, like, it's all good. I still cut your hair, like, no problem. Yeah. And so he just kept going. Like, I just feel like, you know what? So I had this around his neck. So I took it off and I'm like, you know what? You can go. And he's like, oh, it's like that. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. You can go. Yeah. And it gets worse. So what happens is, it gets worse. So a guy walks in, it's somebody that Hassan knows. And he's like, yo, man, I think somebody outside messing with your car. So we go outside, you know, to see who's messing with Hassan's car.
Yeah.
The client that I was talking to was outside. He thought I went outside to talk to him, to fight him.
Oh my goodness.
So when he sees me walk outside, he's like, "Hey, man, what you want to do?" I'm like, "I'm not even out here for you, bro. I'm out here checking on
something
on bro's
completely
car."
different. Yeah.
And so he's like, "Man, no." I was like, "Go on, man, go on."
Right.
He just kept talking. I'm like, "You know what? F it. Like, what's happening? Like, what you want to do, bro?"
Oh.
I was trying to defuse the situation.
Right.
He kept going. I'm like, "Nah, like what's happening, bro? I'm over it now. Like, what's up?" That was probably one of the worst things. I was like, the whole time I was trying to be professional, cordial. I went outside to make sure his car was good, and it just went way out of proportion.
Oh
so,
my goodness.
Yeah.
So this one calls. Cool, set an appointment with me. Everything's fine. Gets here, drunk. Want all kind of stuff done to his hair. Falls asleep in the chair.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
You were here for that?
Yeah.
Falls asleep in the chair. And then I have other clients that come in. He snaps out of it. He's complaining. He's fussing. I pay for my time. I said, well, I got other people in here. Well, I still pay for my time. They're going to have to wait. So I've been on your hair for over an hour. Like, come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you just going to have to come back another day or something. Nah, I'll pay money like everybody else. You can't keep doing me like this, bro. And I'm sitting back and I'm trying my best, trying to keep cool, but just continues on with it, just fussing, complaining, and it never fails. As soon as I'm finished, all right, bro, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the work you did.
No way.
And then, how much is it? This is how much it is.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. You're charging too much, man. This is all I got.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, if that's all you had, how about you just tell me?
Right.
If you just tell me how much money you had, then let me decide if I want to do it.
Right.
Client leaves. Calls about 10, 15 minutes later. Hey, bro, did I leave some money in there? Man, I think I left some money. I think I lost some money, man. Can you look around? Can you see? Get a phone call the following week. Hey, what's up, man? Can you get me in? And it never fails. So now I'm at the point. We're good. Like,
Wow.
if you see this, no, I don't want to do that.
All right, so the last question I have for you gentlemen is, what advice do you have for clients and or barbers out there?
For the barbers, I would say, don't be afraid to try new things. When I was in barber school, I was pleasantly surprised that they taught us more than just cutting hair. We were on color, like applying the color, the process of the color, shears. We were talking about curling and perms and this and that. A whole bunch of stuff that I was like, I didn't know we was gonna do all of this stuff. I thought we was just cutting hair.
Yeah.
A lot of those things that they taught me or taught us at barber school are things that I still, not only do I know, but I apply myself, or I give advice to other people that want to do it themselves at home. Like now I'm doing color in here. I was reminded of all the things that they taught me. So now I'm just like, oh, it's just like a walk in the park now, because they taught us this. For the clients, as best as possible, come in here and know what you want. Because one, it avoids a lot of confusion.
Yes.
Potentially, if you're just that kind of person, it avoids a lot of arguments, which could lead to fights. For the most part, just know what you want. That makes our job easier.
Yeah.
I remember he was telling me he had a client one day. He was like, all right, I want this beard. Hold on, let me scroll.
Oh my goodness.
I want these eyebrows. Hold on, let me scroll. I want that fade on the side. Hold on. I want this design. I'm like, if you know what you want, that'll just make the time go a lot smoother.
Good
so
stuff.
that's my advice.
That's good. So the client, I recommend that you're gonna find you a good barber.
Facts.
You know,
Please do.
Somebody that's gonna pour into you, somebody that's willing to listen and give you some good advice. The client comes in looking for a barber to cut their hair. They're not just looking for somebody to give them a look they're looking for. They're looking for somebody to pour into them. And they're looking for somebody that's willing to listen. Find somebody that really want to not only make you look good, but make you feel good.
That's
So
good.
when you leave out you leave out better than how you came in. So that's what I recommend for the client.
Yeah.
For the barber, quit looking at the money.
Yes.
There's so much you can learn in this field. I love speaking on financial literacy. People need to know what to do with their money. They need to know how to manage their money. In this field, you're your own boss. You have no limits. Think out the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be a barber cutting hair, but there's so many ways that you can make money in this field without just being behind the chair.
Yes.
I'm living proof. I sell hair care products.
Yeah.
Everybody needs some hair care products when they leave from the shop.
Yeah.
Sell merch as well. T-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, all that.
Brushes.
And then I'm at the point now to open up my own shop, so now I'm giving other barbers opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
So there's many ways around this here, but don't just get stuck on the money. Manage your money, be on time, dedicate your time, you know, and whatever it is that you do your best at it.
Don't focus on the money, but you know, I would, in addition to that, focus on the craft. Because I've ran into, and I know he has too, ran into a lot of barbers that jump into this field because they see how much money we can make.
Yeah.
And when they focus on the money, they don't focus on the craft.
Yeah, of course.
Which is why we get a lot of clients that they messed up.
Wow.
They come to us because they want to do a quick 10-minute cut. All right, you good.
Yeah.
Give me the money and then bounce. When you're focusing on the money and instead of the craft, you're giving barbers as a whole a bad name.
Wow.
Which makes a lot of the clients just go into, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
So if you're focusing on the craft, then not only are you giving the client a good experience, you're putting them in a situation to where they're now possibly gonna increase your money because they're gonna go tell somebody, like, yo, he got me right. If you actually care about how they look, there's your money right there. Just caring about them.
Yeah.
My barber instructor taught me something a long time ago. He said, you stick to these three. You learn it, you master it, then you teach it. If you stick with that, it's gonna always keep you humble, and you will never get tired. You'll never feel like, okay, I'm done with this. Like once you learn it, you go all in. Then once you learn how to master it, now that's when you're working on your time, you're working on your skills, your techniques. But the fun part is when you're able to start teaching, because now it takes you all the way back, and it forms humility.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave you with that.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, once again for sharing your wisdom, your nuggets, your fun times and stuff like that. So we really appreciate the time you guys took to spend with us on Naturally Relaxed. All right, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Really enjoyed this conversation right here. Please make sure you tune in. And if you ever get a chance and you're in Lancaster, California, on Lancaster Boulevard, come see us at Kingdom Cuts.
Yes, absolutely.
All right?
Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you guys tune in and subscribe to Naturally Relaxed.